lose sleep at night? Grab your pillow tight. Do you struggle to find why Han and Luke had to die? Are you just a mess? Does Hollywood leave you stressed because their sequels are more important than fan requests? Hold on to your chair, cause talking poop takes you there. You might have to change into some new underwear. Talking poop.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Talking Poop. I'm your host, Jason Bromley, and this week I have a very, very special guest. Not only the writer of our theme song, not only a musical aficionado of her own, but also a disgusting trash person named Alicia Irino.
It's not Irano, goddammit. Say more nice things.
Okay. She is pleasant 26 days out of the month. But no, you wrote our theme song and you recently, well, not recently, I guess, but we recorded a song back in the day, back before you left. And we're going to premiere that song today at the end of the episode.
No, yes. I haven't even heard it.
Okay. So we should put up a disclaimer that while this song sounds pretty good, it was recorded in my kitchen on a guitar that we found in the trash.
That was repainted.
That was repainted, which probably affects the sound.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of glitter on the fretboard, which looks amazing, but sounds
probably doesn't make the guitar sound that good.
But it's a trashy guitar for a trashy song for a trashy person. So
Alicia, what is the song titled?
The song is titled, appropriately, Dildon't Leave Me. It's a story, a love story, and yet a sad story about friendship. And sometimes we go through life, and sometimes, I mean, as much as we want to believe it in the songs we hear, friendships don't last. And I feel like after this podcast, I will lose yet another friend.
But it is a gloriously hilarious song, and I'm excited that we're going to finally get to premiere the song because it's been waiting for a really long time. And I also produced a music video that goes along with the song, and we're going to be posting that on the YouTube page. So as soon as you guys hear the song, you just cruise over there and watch the music video featuring Alicia Irino in her debut performance. And it is...
I think we should also put out a disclaimer that viewer discretion advised. There might be a crack of sorts.
It's not safe for work at all.
You know what? Fuck it. Watch it at work. Show your friends.
Yeah, throw caution.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so maybe don't.
It's beautiful. I mean, everybody. I've only showed it to a few people, but it's getting rave reviews.
I like how you've shown it to a few people, yet I still haven't seen it.
The star is the last to see it. That's how it always goes.
Well, I'll be the last one laughing.
So also, Alicia, since the last time that you were on the podcast, something big in your life happened. Do you want to tell our listeners about that?
Yes, I actually, I got a Guinness World Record for producing the largest shit, and I can't be more thrilled. I wanted to thank my mom, God for one, and just my friends and those who supported me in the endeavor. Thank you.
Was Guinness in the bathroom with you?
There was a bottle of sorts that might have that name on it, and
no, the people from the world records, not the alcohol, you idiot.
Well, I had to help it come out somehow, and after
just a big black Guinness turd.
After like 6 Guinness, it's just inevitable. You shit yourself. So.
No, you disgusting trash person. What really happened?
There was a particular individual in my life that asked me to be bae, to be the wifey, and
someone's
I was like,
clean up the garbage, and he chose to scoop you up and put you in his can.
And I'm just so happy he did. I said, yes, please. I mean, I think he saved me. Yeah, no, we got engaged. We're getting married.
Yeah, and so guys, I'm sorry. After the last episode, I'm sure there's a lot of disappointed gentlemen out there probably some ladies too,
Yeah.
that are sad to hear that Alicia Irino is off the market.
Yeah, especially after they see this music video, they're gonna be like, damn, we should have jumped on that quicker.
Alicia does have a weird butt crack. It goes all the way to the top like a guy's butt crack. Have you ever noticed like most girls' butt cracks just like give up about halfway up the ass, and just kind of like turn into like back? But Alicia, your crack goes all the way up.
You're welcome.
Like to the bottom of your spine. So you should be super proud. You should be super proud.
It's like it's really tough though, like when you have to wipe because you kind of have to go a few extra miles, and
yeah,
when you're really tired, you want to be done, but you can't quit halfway.
Back to front. It took you probably till like 10 years old before you were like back to front and then all the way up.
Well, it does take skill, so
and practice.
Yeah, practice makes perfect.
Fracked ass makes perfect.
I hate you. Why did you critique my butt crack though? You must have spent a lot of time analyzing it.
Well, I have a still picture of it. So like every time I go to like, oh, I miss my kids, like I bring it up, and then there's just this picture of Alicia's butt crack, like right there next to my daughter's beautiful face.
You know, it'd be really, I think, meaningful is if you printed it out and put it on the fridge.
Oh yeah, so I can look at it all the time.
Yeah.
So every time I want a hot dog, I can be like, there's Alicia's disgusting butt crack.
Like if you ever want to practice self-control and be like, man, I want to have a midnight snack, and you go check it out and you're like, you know what?
That is a good diet technique. If I just put it there, like as soon as I went to the fridge, I'd be like, ugh, not hungry anymore.
I feel like I'm just ripping on myself. Like I should be telling everybody I've got a really beautiful butt crack. It's great. It's not bad. Hey, I'm engaged, so somebody thought it was golden.
Somebody liked it and scooped it right up off the street and put a ring on it.
Yeah, that's actually how we proposed too.
So Alicia, I don't think we've ever been this deep into the podcast when I haven't explained what this episode is about.
Yeah, you're
Do you remember?
Huh?
Do you remember what this episode's about?
Jason, I'm gonna just remind you, last night I drank a whole bottle of wine. So
by yourself?
Why is it? No,
Doesn't that make you an alcoholic?
Friends. Why do I always do a podcast with you like the day after I drink heavily?
Yeah, I don't know. You're always hungover when we podcast.
Yeah, this is awful.
You were so hungover this morning that you said that we made eggs, and it was just you and yourself.
Well, it's always a party at my place, so yeah, fuck you. We made eggs.
Did we enjoy your eggs?
We did. We sure did.
That's good.
Also, I am staring at a family-sized pack of Chips Ahoy chunky cookies, and you told me I'm not allowed to eat them, and like makes me want to eat them more.
It's the forbidden fruit now. Yeah, that's a pack of Chips Ahoy. I'd recognize that sound anywhere.
Just like maybe one little, just. Okay.
That makes me want to throw up.
People would pay me, like that's a real job, just to like eat shit, not eat shit,
right?
Eat on camera, you know.
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. No, I heard that. Yeah, that's like a weird fetish thing, right? Like dudes pay women to like listen to them like eat, and
I don't know, but there's this one chick that eats like it's so disgusting, but I can't stop watching it. I don't even remember her name.
You pay for people to pay to watch people eat?
No, this one was free. I don't pay for anything ever.
There's free ones?
And yeah, there's free. You're old. You need to get out there. But it's this I can't look away, but she like slurps down like crab legs, and she eats so like her lips are so like out there, just like she doesn't want to mess up her lipstick, and she eats like whole pickle spears or just whole pickles. I don't know. She eats a lot of crunchy shit too, and puts it right in front of the mic, and I'm like, I kind of want a pickle now.
Makes me want a pickle real bad. All right, so Alicia, focus, down to business. We got to let our listeners know what they're in for today. We are going to be talking about guilty pleasures in music. A lot of people have said, and by a lot of people, I mean myself, because no one's listening to this podcast yet, but they have said, you're saying that your podcast is about movies, music, and media. We've heard video games. We've heard movies. We haven't heard shit about music.
I mean, we've heard shit,
We've
but
heard
just not
shit.
about music.
But not about music. It is called Talking Poop. So today we're going to be talking poop about the music that we're embarrassed to listen to.
Anyway, yeah, so guilty pleasures. I do want to, this one's going to be tough for me because I am sans guilt.
You let your freak flag fly often and high, I've noticed.
I almost got kicked out of a bar for playing Hanson's Mbop, so...
Let's hear that story.
Oh, no, yeah, it was in Malvern, and everyone was all, like, taking turns on the jukebox.
No, don't say Malvern like it's Chicago or New York, like people know where the fuck that is. Where is Malvern?
It's gonna be, like, Chicago or New York, because I'm about to get fucking famous, so everyone's gonna be like, oh, shit, move to Malvern. Malvern is a tiny-ass little town, cute and just adorable. In Iowa, it's about 45 minutes outside of Omaha. That's not Omaha, Iowa. Omaha, Nebraska.
Nebraska.
It's for those of you that don't know. There's a lot of corn and beans and more corn. So it's pretty sweet.
But
sweet
there's
corn.
obviously like the joint in Malvern and you went there.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it's called the Hangout, and it's it's like the one and only bar in Malvern, and it's like
what's it like on a Saturday night, like to go to the Hangout in Malvern?
There's like 10 whole people there, which is a busy night.
What age range would we say these people are?
I mean, I don't want to get anybody in trouble there, but probably like 16 to I don't know, like 75.
16 to like 90. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, something like that.
And there's 10 of them.
Yeah.
So, like, who do you, I mean, so you get all gussied up in Malvern, you wipe the mud off the pig shit off your boots, and you go out for a night on the town at the Hangout.
There is
What are your chances of getting laid?
Well, me.
Not for you, who's got, like, a built-in thing. We're talking the average Joe, like this is for our listeners who, you know, might be single, might be on the prowl. They want to go out, they want to have a good time. They're in Malvern for that big
I think
convention or corn festival or whatever it is.
Why are you ripping on Malvern?
I'm not at all. I'm sure Malvern's a beautiful place.
It is. You've never even been there.
I'm sure it's quaint.
It is quaint. Quaint, cute, shabby chic.
All I know is that I can see the roof of your apartment right now, and it looks like the top of an office building because it's got those asbestos shingles.
It looks like okay, real quick, because I do have to touch on this. It is a really weird ceiling in my apartment.
It is weird, right?
First thing I noticed, I was like, "What the hell? What the fuck is happening?" It looks like the top of like in a school classroom, just the ceiling in a school classroom,
right?
Where you can just like push up the panels and
like there's a crawl space up there. Have you pushed up and looked up there?
Do you? No, I know.
There could be a homeless man living up there.
That's cool. He ain't bothering me. He knows. I mean, we're like Bloods and Crips right now. Like, he has his territory. I got mine. Don't come over.
What if he comes down from the ceiling at night and looks at your crack where you're sleeping?
And he's like, tell him,
what a weird crack.
To be like, I mean, you could have just checked out the YouTube page and really support us, support the art. Like, you know what we're doing. But, and I'd have to, pop a cap.
At least click like, asshole.
Yeah, subscribe, you prick. But anyway, back to Malvern. Chances of getting laid, pretty serious. Most people are with their high school sweethearts out there, I assume.
Well, where do singles go to hook up? I mean...
Well, they drive 45 minutes and go to Old Town in Omaha. That's why DUI's out here pretty serious business.
All right, so you were out swinging your dick on a Saturday night, and you walked you just walked right into the Hangout and kicked that door open, and you were probably wearing
the saloon doors, and I said, "This town don't got room for two of us. We don't like your kind."
There's another girl in there under 40, and you pull out your sword and said, "There can be only one."
Pretty much. No, I walked in there. There's one pool table, and that's like the thing to do. Super fun. There's some darts in there. And
can you put in a reservation for the one pool table in Malvern?
I'm sure it's cannot. First come, first serve, and I mean.
So you got to put your quarters down on the table if you want next game.
You do.
Right on.
And
All right.
I think it's a thing. If you put like a dollar bill down, we all look at you and like, don't even. Bills don't count. It's all about the coins. Come on, man. I
Don't
saved
be
like
coming in
$40.
here with your fancy paper money trying to impress us.
Where are you from? Upstate?
You fucking
Yeah,
stupid. You think you can come in here and take over our towns? Your fancy wearing shirts indoors.
We don't like change,
Your
except
fucking
the
shirts with
coins kind.
sleeves, your boots
Yeah.
without hog shit on them. Think you the princess of fucking...
Now you're just getting offensive.
Sorry.
You really crossed the line there. That was really rude.
I apologize. Sometimes I go on a rude rant.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send some of my people after you. I know where you live. But yeah, and so things were happening. I was just like a fly on the wall for a while, and then I got some of that liquid courage, and people were playing music, and I was like, yeah, I know it's fine, but like, let's really like turn it up to 11. So I walked over there, and I doodly, and I'm like, I fucking know what to play. So anyway, I'm searching through, and I was like, it'd be the most bitchin' song, and I can't wait for everybody to just get all like hype man on me when it starts. And Bought by Hanson, and boy, I could not have been more wrong when I played that song. And they were trying to find who chose it, and being in a
like,
bar,
they're gonna lynch your ass over it.
yeah, being in a bar with only 10 people on a busy Saturday night, it did not take very long for them to find out it was me. So
we should also point out that you are not from Malvern. You are a new citizen to Malvern, so you probably stick out like a sore vagina.
I did. Yeah, everybody there knew that I didn't belong.
Yeah.
It took a while to gain their trust.
You ain't from around here, are you, princess? With your bops, your brand new music. I always wanted to play this MTV bops. Put on some Bob Seger, god damn it.
All right. Calm down. Cross the line again. But yeah, that's my story. So, but I still didn't feel guilty. Like, I would do it again. Like, run in there, turn the song on, and run out and be like, fuck you. And they're all just like, God damn it, Alicia. So it's a good
run
song
in there
now.
and like have a Hanson shirt, but under like a what do you call those things?
Like a button up?
Yeah, but like what do stupid farmers wear?
A flannel?
Yeah, flannel.
You were so proud of yourself for that.
I was so upset with myself because I couldn't remember the word flannel. What the F?
I know. You wear them all the time, you fucking noob.
I did in high school to cover my boners. I used to wrap a flannel around my waist and like be like Axl Rose, and like I had long hair and shit with a leather jacket. Like I was a total metalhead. And but the flannel was 90% there just to cover boners.
You know what's so crazy is I used to wear them like around my waist to cover my boners, because like when you tie them in the front and like the arm of it kind of hangs over,
Right.
And then sometimes if you're like you want to be funny or dance a little bit and you kind of thrust forward, it looks like a swinging dick.
Yeah,
do it.
no, it totally does. And in the 90s, like it actually was kind of fashion okay to wear a flannel around a girl's waist, yeah?
Well, yeah, and it's like becoming the whole 90s fucking grunge style is back to being popular.
Is it coming back?
Yeah, I'm so pissed that I like got rid of all my overalls and my fucking velvet dresses and shit.
Yeah, dude, like I called it Friends fashion because like everything that was popular on Friends was like what people were wearing. And it was,
I get that reference because I actually started watching started from the beginning because I'd never really seen Friends.
Right.
And
you were like, I wonder what it's like to have friends. I want to watch this show.
It did make me kind of depressed. I'm like, why the fuck can I have good friends? Like, I'm stuck with fucking Jason.
I want a friend named Chandler.
Yeah.
who lives next door.
Real quick, since we're talking about Friends.
We're not talking about Friends.
Real quick. Which Friends character are you?
I don't know because I've never watched that show. I call that show Cute White People. And that's all that is about.
I think that you are Phoebe's brother.
The retarded
and I think
guy?
all the listeners. Yeah. Oh, see, you do know.
No, only because like it was Giovanni Ribisi, right? And then he went off and did that movie, The Other Sister, and he just played his character from Friends.
Yeah, well, so you do know. I think I'm Phoebe.
I think you're David Schwimmer.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Wait, which one is Phoebe? Is she the blonde one?
Yeah, she's the blonde one.
Yeah, you're totally her. I can totally see you like singing Smelly Cat.
Smelly cat, what are they feeding you?
Yep.
Yeah. I think James is Joey
James?
for sure. James.
You have to introduce him on the podcast. You can't just throw out the name.
James he's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Messing around with,
He's a special guy. He put a ring on it.
Yeah, he did.
If you like it, then you better put a ring on it.
How does it go?
If you like it, then you better put a ring on it.
Okay, Jason, because nobody else can see you, that's not the dance moves. You're voguing. That is from many years ago. Oh. Just to point that out. Oh. You are so old.
I know.
Yeah, no, James, my fiancé. I think I tell him all the time he's Joey because I think, yeah, he cracks me up. And he's a little bit of a doofus, so. But he's my doofus.
Your special doofus.
He's my special doofus.
All right, Alicia. All right. My first album was a cool album. It was Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. And that's legit. Like, you can tell people, like, yeah, that people are like, what are your first album? Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. That's cool.
Would you tell girls that, like, on
I tell
first
girls
date?
that on the first date. Like, I'm like, hey, my first album. You want to know what my first album was? Because it was legit.
It's on an 8-track, you know what I mean?
But here's the problem, is that was kind of a front, because my second album, and the one that I was even more excited about, was Richard Marx. Because, do you know who Richard Marx is?
I don't think so. Maybe. What's the song?
You would know him if you heard him.
Sing a song, because we're cheap and we can't put songs on here.
Yeah,
Copyright.
So we should disclose that. Like, we're talking about music and songs here, but we can't actually like play those for you because we would get like a cease and desist order on the podcast.
It's mostly because we don't have enough money to do that.
No podcast has the amount of money to spend on what we're about to drop on people.
We will in the future. When we're extra famous. So just know now is the...
You have to have 20,000 followers in order to put a freaking commercial on your podcast. I don't think I'll never have 20,000 followers.
I think, no, not with that attitude, but when we do. So anyway, so that was, okay, what's the song? What's the song by this Dick Marx guy?
He's saying, Right Here Waiting for You.
Oh, I do know that song. The one that's like,
yeah.
There's something I poo. I will be right here waiting for you.
That's right.
I did.
Can you imagine little teenage Jason sitting on his bed, looking at a Cindy Crawford ad, and
flannel over your crotch?
It's a flannel over my crotch. So when mom walks in, she doesn't see my whole dick.
Yeah, you're painting a pretty specific picture. I can't imagine that.
So that CD I used to put underneath my CD player, so
I thought you were about to say underneath your pillow at night, so you could dream about it. And that I too can picture.
I would put the cool CDs like between the speakers where people can see them, but that one I'd put underneath the CD player, which makes it even worse. Like if I just would have owned it and my friends found it, but no, like my metalhead friend found it and was like, "What the fuck is this?"
You're like, "Oh, my mom dropped it."
I was like, "Oh man, weird. My mom's leaving her CDs in my room again." And she left it under the CD player. That's weird.
It's so weird. God, moms, am I right?
Fucking moms, right? Dude, can't trust them. So what was your first album?
So I grew up really poor. So I didn't I had all of my albums were hand-me-downs. And they were like...
I thought you were going to say all your albums were handwritten. We just used to write down songs and sing them to each other around the trash can fire.
There was some of that too. No, my first album that I ever had, it was that old, like, do you ever remember there were like CDs that only had like 3 tracks, but it was for one single, one like popular single, and it'd be like the original, remix.
Singles used to be a thing. You could even get like cassette singles, and it was just the one song because you didn't have enough money to buy the whole album.
Yeah,
like now everybody,
because it's like a waste of tape. But
see, you call me old, but like you're dating yourself now because most people are like, "What? What's an album?"
What's the album? Is that like digital?
I don't know how anybody sells music anymore because the artists always have one good song, and then that song is the only reason you buy the whole album.
I get so excited when I hear, like, I'll hear one song and I'll be like, oh, that's a really good song. And then I'll go and I'll check out the whole album. And I get so, like, I get the biggest hard on when the whole album is good. And I'm like, okay, like, finally, I get to buy a whole fucking album and not feel like I wasted my money. This is great.
Right. But that's so rare.
Yeah, it is.
And one of the worst is when the main song that you really like, you would like buy the album and you're like, well, some of the other songs have to sound like that song. So I'll probably dig it, right? And then you get like the Sugar Ray album and you listen to Fly. And then the rest of it is all like heavy metal, like punk rock.
You just ruined what I was about to say about Sugar
Ray. Sorry, I stole your thunder right out of your butt. Go ahead. Tell us about.
No, well, the first album was you shut your fucking mouth. First album was that three track CD, and it was Destiny's Child, Bootylicious. And that my cousin like threw at me and was like, here, you want this? I'm like, oh, yes, thank you, Dobby is set free. And then the next one, my stepdad gave me a Sugar Ray album, and it had that song on it, and I played that shit like crazy. But I don't really consider those to be like my first, albums. I think the one, because it was so powerful and still to this day I think is like one of the greatest albums ever, was Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, that I stole from my sister.
Jagged Little Pill. Yes.
Jagged Little Pill.
So I saw the music video for You Ought to Know and fell in love with her. Even though the whole video was like washed out and blurry and you're like, she's probably ugly because they're not showing her face at all. Her hair's in her face the whole time.
Wasn't she like in a desert and shit?
Yeah, she was like in a whited out, like White Sands, New Mexico. And her hair's in her face the whole time and she's screaming. But like I fell in love with her. And I had to wait for a long time after the video for the album to come out.
I know why you fell in love with her, because she says in that song, are you thinking of me when you fuck her?
When you fuck her. And then she's
she does turn a little bit of Boston.
Till you die.
No, wait, don't get too close to the song. That's copyright.
Do you think of me when she goes down on you in a theater? And I was like, whoa, chicks do that? That's
what
awesome.
Is that?
And then I just realized that nobody wanted to go down on my dirty dick after I'd been walking around all day and then finally made it to the movie theater.
You want some popcorn?
Dude, okay, so let's talk about the popcorn thing. Like, so there's like a rumor that like you cut a hole in the bottom of the popcorn and then you stick
It's
your
not
dick
a rumor, man. It's a real thing.
Has it ever happened to you?
No, but I'd try it.
You would try it? My thing is that what if you get like the butter inside your pee hole?
Well, you can ask. I mean, you choose if you want butter. You just have to remember, like, your dick's going in there.
Sir, would you like butter on that? Let me think. My dick's going to be in there in a minute. I got to think about what's going to be the best for it.
You know what? I'm going to skip it this time. But you have to be sly about it, because if you skip the butter, then your date's going to know. I'm like, oh, he's going to put his dick in there. I fucking know it.
Here's the thing too, though. Like, if you have a large popcorn and you cut a hole in the bottom, what are you doing? Well,
I shifted off the carpet and all the static went through my headphones and shocked my ear.
Like to get in your inner ear.
Yeah, that shit hurt.
That's amazing.
This podcast is electrifying. All right, anyway,
so
continue.
You get the extra large popcorn, right? So your dick will fit in there. But then, like, do you eat some of the dick popcorn? Because she's probably, unless she's a fatty, she's not going to eat all the way down to your dick. I mean, unless you got like a 12-incher that's kind of like poking out the top. And they're like, ew, there's a weird little worm in our popcorn.
Don't worry, that's just I threw some M&Ms in there.
That's just a skin weasel. Don't worry about it.
I think you probably have to kind of, I don't know. I don't have a dick, so I'm just saying this is inexperience.
Yeah,
but
well,
I'm sure
but
you wiggle
you've
your
thought about
wiener
having
through.
a dick before though, and you were like, if I had a dick, what would I put it in? You know, you think you could put it in a hot dog bun.
Yes.
You know, you want to put it in popcorn.
Popcorn and an apple pie.
You know, you'd want to take a bath that's only half full so you could see if your balls would float to the top.
Jason.
What? How else do you clean the bottom of balls? You gotta get them to float.
That's ridiculous.
No pun intended.
The ballsy statement. All right. Well, okay. Let's get back to the music.
All right,
we need to stop talking about balls and dick and popcorn.
So I was a fucking nerd all the way through elementary school.
Was?
Yeah. Such a comedian. I forgot I was talking to a comedian.
Balls. Dick.
Pussy.
Pussy. I don't think it's a true podcast unless I say pussy at least like once or twice.
It's not a party until you say pussy and then the Hanson comes on.
Bop doop da da bop pussy.
Dude, that's a good remix. That should be on the single cassette.
And we could add the beatboxing. Bop doop da da. I can't beatbox and sing at the same time.
It was good though. It was pretty close. You used to beatbox my baby to sleep when you were my live-in nanny.
I fucking did. Does she beatbox yet?
She's working on it, yeah, but it's mostly just like.
Okay, you've ruined it.
Sorry, I was trying to help. Oh man,
I did teach my one of my nieces to beatbox, and she just like kind of squats down a little, and she goes butts 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 butts. And I'm like, yeah, baby, get it.
That's good for the background ambience. That's good stuff.
Yeah, oh, she good.
All right, so when I was a kid, I was a dork, right? I was like, I had to express what a dork I was. You were probably too young for parachute pants, but I had a pair of parachute pants that had like fruit all over them. So it was like vibrant colors. And then I had a light like sky blue shirt that had a duck on it that said, "I'm the boss." Like I wore that shit to school, man.
What did you do with it? Like, do you still have that? I'm pretty sure you do. I did your laundry once. I was a live-in nanny for you. I'm pretty sure I saw that.
I should say I've never been more horrified than when I came home and my underwears were folded on the couch. And I was like, Alicia, no! What have you done?
I had to pass the time. You're welcome.
You crossed the border of living.
I tried so many things just to like make it like really uncomfortable and just to like really be like, oh, they're going to regret having me here. This is going to be amazing. Just leaving
big old skitties in the toilet.
That was your son.
I remember my 5-year-old son telling you that you couldn't use his bathroom anymore.
All right, maybe that happened like a couple times. Sorry, whenever it was Game of Thrones, like it we would watch Game of Thrones and I'd have to be quick. I'd have to push it out. And sorry, sometimes the remnants would be there. Ain't my fault. It's what Game of Thrones does to me.
So okay, back to me being a dork. So I was a dork in school, and it wasn't until high school that I decided I'm sick of getting beat up. So like then I started wearing like just Megadeth and Metallica band shirts and like tore jeans and the leather jacket, grew my hair out. And then it was like all Guns N' Roses, all Metallica, but I still had the
Didn't get laid?
No, I still didn't get laid. But I did. I still had the musical loves from my childhood that I couldn't admit that I loved. So like Prince was a big one, man. Like I fucking love me some Prince. But the dude in the leather jacket with the long hair and the Megadeth shirt cannot be like rocking some. I cannot party like it's 1999 in front of my friends. It was not cool. It was not until my later years where I was shopping at a Hot Topic and I was like, you know what? going to buy a fucking purple rain shirt and I'm going to rock that shit. And I was brave enough to do it one time. I wore it to the bar in Flagstaff and I was like, yeah, not confident enough of myself to do that again.
Looking in the mirror and you're just like, I wish I wasn't wearing this fucking shirt.
And then later, later you grow up and you realize like, you know what? Good music is good music. And you start finding other people that are like, you know what? I loved Prince too, man. You're doing like chest bumps in the street.
Group.
Yeah, absolutely. And then it became like, then my Prince thing became such a thing that like, I was like, I used it to find my wife because I was like,
oh yeah, that's right.
I was like, I know that I'll know the right woman to marry when she'll have sex with me to Prince. And I told my wife.
She didn't.
Okay, now, yeah, she didn't have sex with me to Prince. But I made it twice as bad because instead of having sex with her to Prince, I choreographed an entire dance to Prince's Kiss that I performed at my wedding.
You fucking nerd.
It was
nerd.
Epic. It was epic. And
I actually did see the video, but it's crazy. I wish I could have seen it live, but somebody didn't invite me to their special day.
I don't think like the invitation got lost in the mail or something.
Oh yeah, that's a very Oprah-esque excuse.
Look under your chair. We're getting remarried. You get an invitation. You get an invitation. But
Alicia, you don't. So.
Hey, you have the perfect chance to get me back here in a couple months.
In a couple months?
Yeah.
I ain't getting married in a couple months.
Well,
unless you think a couple months is like 12 plus.
12 months? You're going to wait a whole year before you have sex for the first time?
Yeah, it's a sin to have sex before marriage. So
you're not gonna wear a white wedding dress, are you?
I'm gonna wear the whitest because I am pure.
It's gonna say I'm a liar.
You know what I'm actually really terrified for? Real quick, I have to say this. I have never shit my pants. I've never shit myself.
Oh, don't lie. No, I know that's a lie.
Never.
You take man shits. So I
have
know.
Never shit myself. I've been close, but it's never actually happened. Like I'm proud to say I've never shit myself.
Come on, you've never sharted where you farted and it was like a wet butt crack. You're like, that's not sweat.
No. Well, I don't even push out my farts because I'm like afraid that I'm gonna shit myself.
I've heard you push out farts.
All right, I pushed out a couple. But I was really, really confident that it was just a fart.
And all you talk about, like, I don't think I've ever had a phone conversation with you where you didn't say, hang on, I got to go take a shit.
Yeah, because I prepare, I'm vigilant, and I don't do it in my pants.
Here's the thing. Yeah, we don't try to poop our pants. Like, people you poop. On accident.
I just don't get it. How it has to be on purpose.
It's not. It's either you didn't make it to the bathroom, and there's so much pressure on your beehole that you just have to let a little bit out, and then you can make it, or like you fart and just like stuff comes out.
Yeah, I've done neither. And plus, my shutter is just I got I'm swole down there. I'm fucking beefy and I've got some strong butthole muscles. So I don't think any shit could ever penetrate that strength. I think
did we not have a conversation about how if you shit when you're wearing a G-string, it'll like cut it apart like the Play-Doh Fun Factory?
Yeah, it's like when you take a fishing wire and you cut clay.
Exactly. So, all right, now you're telling me that this never happened to you.
No, okay, for real. Dead serious. I've never shit my pants.
You've never been in the shower and you were like, oh no. And it just like a little bit of stuff goes down your leg?
I don't like farting in the shower because the smell is like 50 times worse. It's so like there's so much moisture in there. This is a thing.
What is it with farting in the shower where like the wetness makes it stink worse?
Yeah, it's gross. But no, I'm gonna be wearing I'll probably be wearing a white dress, you know? But what if that's the day? What if karma's like anything ever I've done bad? Karma's just waiting, like you've been living a great life, blah blah blah. But we're gonna throw a little shit your way.
A little shit down your dress.
Yeah, and I'm like walking down the aisle, got this giant ass like dirty brown stain. Just Like as if like it just shot like the bird in Scary Movie, like in the cage against the wall. Like what if that's me? I
That
can't
could
do
be you.
anything.
That could be you. They save the worst for the last.
So I might be getting married. I might, because
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
If you shit yourself before you walk down the aisle, he can still bail. And he has every right to. I'm pretty sure that's like the rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be mad. I would understand, you know.
See,
I'd be like,
my
all
wife,
right, it's been fun.
My wife, I didn't even know my wife pooped at all. And then she's going to be mad at me for telling this story. But on our wedding night, so we go in, we got like a really nice suite and everything. And they gave us champagne and chocolate-covered strawberries. And she was pretty frosty from the wedding.
I like that you say frosty.
She was very frosty. And so she's eating chocolate-covered cherries in the bed. And then
strawberries.
Yeah, that's what I said, right?
You said cherries. You got to get the details
sorry, they're
right.
strawberries. These
That's
are big
what's going to piss her off.
These are big-ass strawberries. And she's eating them in the bed before we fall asleep. And then we just like pass out. And in the morning time... They had like a breakfast in bed kind of thing. So they like brought all this breakfast in and they like set up like chairs and a little table next to the bed. And we look over from eating our breakfast and there's just a big brown stain going down the sheet. And she goes, "Oh my God, did I poop?" And I was like, "No, you were eating those chocolate covered strawberries and you left one and it melted." I was like, "I'd fucking leave you if you pooped on our wedding night." If you fucking shat the bridal bed, that would be the beginning and the end of our love. Well, and then I wondered, because she was so like, her mind went straight to, I shit the bed. It made me wonder, like, how many times has this happened before?
You start questioning everything. Like, wait,
exactly.
There are some things that I didn't ask that I should have asked before we did this.
Exactly. Like when you bought her computer when I barely even knew her. And then you told me that she was a complete porn monger and that everything, her whole hard drive was just full of dirty, disgusting porn.
I did not say that her whole hard drive was full of porn. I said
called
I
me
found
and you were like, maybe
some
you should
porn.
really think about this relationship before you get too deep in it.
I found some porn. And you know what? It wasn't bad. It wasn't anything to be worried about. And I think I ended up leaving it on there, and I gave the laptop to my mom. It's like, yeah, dig around through that, Ma.
Oh, man.
So
sometimes I forget we have history.
Yeah. Yep, we do. Hey, what did your wife? What did she say about we were like Eskimo sisters or something the other day? Can't remember the story.
You like swam in the same hot tub somebody jizzed in or something.
Oh, that's right, because things happened in your pool between James
I
and
have one rule in my house. One rule, Alicia. And you can't
I don't follow
it.
rules. Rules are for squares. I banged in your pool.
So yucky.
So we're Eskimo brothers, and Lauren and I are Eskimo sisters. I need to throw up.
We've just been swimming in each other's disgusting stew.
We may as well be wearing each other's underwear at this point.
All right. This is really, like, I have that, like, feeling in my throat. Like, my Adam's apple's too big, and I'm going to throw up.
Do you have an Adam's apple?
Yeah, girls don't have that.
Oh,
but,
they don't. I don't, for sure. All right, we're getting too offensive, and I'm pretty sure we're going to lose 20,000 followers over here. So
I had 20,000, and I lost them in the same episode.
We need those Tide Pod ads. So
we do. We sure
Let's
do.
do it.
Someone's got to pay for this website. So what's something that you used to listen to that you didn't want your friends to know you listened to? Or let me put it this way. Where you're driving around in your car and it comes on the radio and you're like, this is my jam. And then you roll the windows up so you can sing it.
Actually, I do roll the windows up if ever I want to sing something, because I don't want people they'll follow me and like, what is that angelic, song that I'm hearing? I need to sign them. I need to sign them now. So I have to protect myself. Well, I'm going to go back to the early days. And I used to, like, when it was the bitchin' thing to do is to make mix CDs for your friends and get mix CDs and writing them, like all the titles on the top of the CD.
I still write crazy titles on CDs and like giving them to my wife.
Well, I still have like my 12-year-old mix, I'm not 12 years old, but like from my 12-year-old self, mix CDs in my car. So if you don't know, my car does not have, you know, an auxiliary port or anything. I can't put my phone. It's got the radio and a CD player, and that's it. Yeah. Also, my speakers are really, I need to replace them, but that's for another time. So the CDs that I had were like the epitome of mix. There was the SpongeBob Fun song on there.
Wait, what is that?
Yeah. F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere, anytime, and all down here in the deep blue sea. You don't know that song?
And you put that on a mix to listen to over and over again?
I fucking love that song. Anyway,
all right.
I also had what you doing, nothing, chilling at the Holiday Inn. Who you with me and my peeps? Want you bring boy your friends? Well, we gonna do some funny, some slip on some gin, and then leading to another. Let the party begin. You know, I think it was like Chingy and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
I think the title of that was called Holiday Inn. So imagine those two songs on there, and then also, which I'm telling you, I don't have any guilt when it comes to my music. So I'm gonna just list songs I used to listen to. And then I had, I used to have slumber parties, and we would bring strobe lights into my room at night, and we would listen to, and dance to, it's now next to ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling that body, got every minute you wishing. Sipping on coke and rum, I'm not so what, I'm drunk. It's the freaking weekend, baby, I'm about to have me some fun.
Was
you know that song?
Was that Nelly?
That was R. Kelly, my man.
Oh, R. Kelly.
Yeah, the pee-pee man.
The pee-pee boy. That's doo-doo boy.
I ain't even mad. Like, he peed on me, I'd be like, shit, guys, look at this. Buy this shirt. It got peed on by R. Kelly, my man. So.
You need to keep that shit in the closet.
Yeah.
Oh, see what I did there?
Yeah. So that's the kind of shit I would listen to. But nowadays, I don't.
A big one for me that, like,
Biscuit for the biscuit.
To this day, like, I'm ashamed to listen to this. And it's anything by Avril Lavigne.
No, I love Avril.
But and it started with These Damn Cold Nights. That's where she got me. But
what song do you think is like the most embarrassing to listen to?
It's my favorite, and it's the most embarrassing. It's Girlfriend.
I fucking love that song.
Hey, you, I don't want your girlfriend.
Wait, what's next on that one? Keep going. No way, they can't eat a new one. Hey, you I could be your girlfriend.
That would be, see, now if it rocked out like that, it'd be all right. But it's not. It's the most tweeny, obnoxious song, and I just fucking love it. To the point where just like, I'm just sitting there like, I'd be like doing security, like watching a patient. I'd be
You fucking would. But I can see it though. I look at you and I'm like, he looks like the kind of guy that would brush his teeth to fucking Avril Lavigne's girlfriend.
Hey, oh. you I can be your girlfriend. Yeah, no, for sure. And then, there's like, she's got a bunch of stuff, man, that just like tears me up. Like, I'm a skater boy. That's all I can say.
I'm a skater boy. Did you practice that in front of the mirror last night? That shit was good.
Stop it, Alicia. You're making things so complicated.
Fuck. I hate you. What the hell?
Another rough one for me was Pink.
You didn't even say it.
What?
You didn't even hear it. I went, what the hell? That's another song. Another one. Okay.
So yeah.
Continue.
So then Pink was another one that was super embarrassing, and it started off with Like a Pill.
That song's fucking banging.
It's dope, right?
I love that song. Pink was another, like, I loved all of old Pink. I don't know. I can't really get as much into her new stuff.
So like
Pre
Misunderstood or like because she did one that was kind of like funky rappy, and then Misunderstood came out, and that was the one that like kind of got me because she went like more rocky.
Yeah.
Rocky-ish.
No, I like, what was the album before? No, I think I started listening to her with Misunderstood.
Most people did.
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood.
Yeah.
I'm coming up, so you better get this party started.
I'm coming up, you better. We're going to get sued.
We are so going to get sued. We sang way too much of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Did you know that Pink, do you know what Pink's name is?
No.
Her real name?
No, what's her real name?
I think it's probably the greatest name on the planet, to be
I thought
honest.
you were going to say, I think it's, and just make up a name.
No.
No, it's
her name's Alicia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Do you know what Vanilla Ice's real name is?
Also Alicia.
Yeah, you guessed it. Yep, that's it.
I'm Hannah Montana-ing Vanilla Ice over here, so.
No, it's Rob Van Winkle.
More like rub his dinkle.
Hey, speaking of Hannah Montana, there's another one, dude. She came in like a wrecking ball. I'm naked on top of a wrecking ball.
I never really liked that song as much.
I fucking love it. Dude, like when that one comes on, I gotta pump it all the way up. To where my kids are like holding their ears. They're like, Daddy, turn it down.
I thought you were gonna like go to her Hannah Montana days, because all of her songs, Hannah Montana, I was in there. I was inside of there. And it was so good. Like, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Dun, 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 dun. And then the fucking, you get the best of both worlds. Chill it out, take it slow. Then you rock out the show. I'm all about it. That's my shit. And the fucking, do you remember the hoedown throwdown?
No.
Boom, clap. Boom, de clap, boom, boom, clap, boom. And there's like a whole dance to it. I learned the whole fucking dance to that. And I used to do it in my friend's driveway. Like, by myself.
By yourself,
Cars were driving by. This was in Flagstaff, too. Cars were driving by, and they were just, like, honking. And I was like, you gotta crisscross and stop to shuffle in diagonal. When the drum kicks, hands on your hips. 1 foot in 180 twist. And yeah, it's like a whole. I encourage anyone listening to download that song, play it on repeat, learn the dance. You will not regret
And
it.
do it in your driveway by yourself.
Or with a friend. But if you don't have any, like me, then yeah, you got to settle for what you can do. But that shit, it was good.
Now for me, the latest is T Swift. I loves me some T Swift. And
I've been waiting for you to bring her up.
It is embarrassing, but I love her so much. Like, that's one of those ones where you're saying, like, you hear the album and you're like, oh, I'm so glad, I want the whole album. Like, I put in some T Swift and I rock it all the way through.
Taylor Swift. I think what I heard about Taylor, so I loved her country. Like, I fucking liked it. It was awesome. But I was told, don't know if it's true or not, that she was kind of ripping on country music after she went pop.
Yeah, and she pretty much alienated those fans before she moved over.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? I never liked her when she was country, so it didn't matter to me.
Yeah, well.
But I want to know from
you,
someone who loved her and then she changed. Can you still love somebody after they change, Alicia?
Sometimes change is good. So, I mean, I like Taylor Swift. Lately I've been really fucking hating her though, because every time
T Swift.
T Swizzle. And every time I get in my fucking car, it's two people on the radio. Never fails. Either Taylor Swift, as any song from her new Reputation album, or fucking Adam Levine. And I'm just like, I'm so sick of...
I fucking hate Maroon 5 and Adam motherfucking Levine. God damn it.
Can we say Maroon 5 though, Songs About Jane that was the first album I ever bought myself with my own money.
So you were just talking shit about them and you bought one of their albums?
I can't fucking stand anything after that. That was the only time I was like, yeah, Maroon 5's fucking bitchin'. Like, I still rock out to that album. And then after that, I'm like, I just felt like they kind of sold out. I was like, I don't like any of this shit.
There is only a few musical bands where I have to fucking turn the radio off. Like, not even to another channel. Fucking off, out of disgust. And I need a moment of silence to, like, regroup myself. And Maroon 5 is one of those. And the other one is goddamn Red Hot Chili Peppers. The most overrated fucking bands to ever live.
Oh, wow. I think you just lost 20,000 followers. That was some hardcore shit. But, well, it was nice doing this with you. I hope that you can find another career path, Jason.
Oh,
this is
man.
Great.
And I know, because the Chili Peppers are always on the radio, but I cannot stand it.
I think they just keep, I think it's the radio that's ruining bands. I mean, we all know this. Radio's ruining bands because they're overplaying Danny California.
That's like saying Harkins is ruining movie theater movies.
No, it's just I wish there was, maybe we should fucking start a radio station. God damn.
Because then
it's not just the fucking popular, like the same one song from that one album over and over, like every 10 minutes. We're like, Jesus fucking Christ, I want to hear some other shit.
Seriously.
And it's bad, but it's like, why you've got like 10 plus songs on this album, like play some other ones. Like, why has it got to be, maybe I'm ignorant. I don't know. Maybe I'm ignorant.
Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to like play anything other than the singles, but even at that, dude, there's more than just Rage Against the Machine, Green Day, and Chili Peppers that you can play all day long.
But
yeah, we're talking about all the bad bands, and then I just like shit on a band that like everybody likes.
Yeah,
like people are probably like, yeah, you should be goddamn embarrassed that you listen to Avril Lavigne, dude. But you went too far with the Chili Peppers.
This is coming from a guy who listens to fucking T-Swizzle and Avril Lavigne.
yeah. Where the fuck do you get off, motherfucker? I'm gonna get my ass kicked on the street now because of this.
Yeah, well,
you
like
Avril
I said,
Lavigne listening to pansy ass.
Hey, if you do get your ass whooped, like post a picture on Instagram, the Talking Poop Instagram.
Yeah. Hashtag shake that off, bitch.
Yeah. I bet you the members of Red Hot Chili Peppers, they're gonna find you and they're gonna be the ones to whoop your ass.
It's probably
that'd be
Flea's a
cool.
badass. Like I like Flea's acting career and Anthony Kiedis' acting career, I should say. Like, but their music sucks ass and they should stop doing it.
They should stop doing it.
How about some Kelly Clarkson, Already Gone? Tell me that your heart doesn't ache when you hear that song. Tell me that doesn't make you think of lost lovers.
Wait, sing it. Sing it for me.
I can't sing it. It's already gone. It's already gone.
How does it go?
All right, hang on. This is just for...
You want to know why I don't like that song?
Why?
And I think this is true thing, is that the guy who produced that song ripped it off of, and I think he also produced Beyonce's Halo. It's the exact same song.
Halo and that song are the same?
Yeah, go listen to Halo.
All right, I got it right here. Hang on. But yeah, I can see what you're saying about Halo. That's a possibility. But you know, your first motherfucking song, I didn't say it back when you said it, but your Beyonce, that she samples some Chicky Poo, Stevie Nicks in that song. That's all Stevie Nicks that makes that Bootylicious so good.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Alicia, can you handle this?
I don't think I can handle this.
I don't think you can handle this. I don't think you're ready for this, Jelly.
I don't think you're ready for this, jelly. I don't think you're ready for this, jelly. I don't think you're ready for this. My body's too bootylicious for you, babe. I just ate a cookie. My mouth is I'm salivating like crazy.
Cookie mouth. Disgusting trash person.
You're lucky I was drinking water. I would have said some really mean shit. The time has passed.
All right, so here's one that I don't understand why I should be ashamed of. Why does everybody hate Nickelback? Nickelback is so good. And now I know I'm going to get beat up on the street for this too, though. You don't like Chili Peppers, but you like Nickelback? You homo.
You don't like Chili Peppers.
No.
But you like Nickelback, Avril Lavigne, Taylor Swift.
T-Swift.
Pardon me. You're right. Why am I friends with you?
Don't
Why
know.
the fuck am I friends with you?
Nickelback is cool. They were a cool band. Like, I don't get it. When did they turn to the, like, they're the butt of every joke now? And I wasn't, usually I'm on the forefront of that movement, but not with Nickelback. Like, I don't know when it started being gay to like Nickelback. Or was it always?
It's because, and this is something that we were supposed to talk about, but we can do this. We can save it for another time. It's because you ruin the band when you look up what they look like.
Yeah, I know.
And everybody saw what Chad Kroeger looks like.
Right.
And he looks like he's been fucked by Bigfoot.
In the face.
In the face. Also, how the fuck did he get Avril Lavigne to marry him and divorce him? I think they're divorced now. I don't fucking know. And then also, his voice
is
really
amazing.
makes me...
It's given to him by angels.
It makes me really, really want to clear my throat every time I hear it. It's so I can't, it's so piercing. I just like I have to clear my throat when he sings because look at this photograph. That's what it sounds like.
That sounded like a Muppet.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Chad Kroeger sounds like. If I wanted to listen to the Muppets, I'd fucking go watch the Muppets.
I don't hear it. I think that he's an amazing frontman.
Yeah, but you also like Avril Lavigne and Taylor Swift, so.
Okay, here's the thing.
You Prince loving, Avril Lavigne listening, Taylor Swift fucking having ass.
That's the problem with this episode, is that we have to talk, we're talking about the stuff we're embarrassed to enjoy. And I should say that I respect them more as artists rather than I listen to their music. All right.
No, now you can't change your mind because you heard my valid points. Like,
it is a valid point.
Not fair.
But I love 9 Inch Nails. Korn is one of my favorite bands.
All right, what is your favorite Nickelback song? Don't even play coy with me and try to think of it. You know it right off the top of your head. Come on.
We're all gonna be big rock stars living in 15 houses and 20 cars.
That has your name written all over
and
it.
we'll all be really skinny because we just won't eat.
And we're gonna do cocaine, and you're gonna suck my feet.
I'm gonna do cocaine off a stripper's ass and drive real far and really fast.
That's spot on. I thought you were gonna do the "If today was your last day and tomorrow was too late." Basically, it's him saying, like, we could die tomorrow. We could die today. Suck my dick, please.
And that's a valid point. He sings one song that's just about banging in a hotel room. Like flying into an area and then just fucking in a hotel room for days, not even hours. That's a fucking man right there.
He's not honest. He's a liar. He's a liar.
You don't believe?
And why would I, if I wanted to listen to somebody singing bad and lying, I'd just listen to you talk all the time.
Oh! You
Roasted.
Justin Bieber listening motherfucker. How dare you?
Speaking of, I will listen to a Justin Bieber
You listen
song.
to the Biebs? Oh no, I won't do that at all. At all.
No, his song, "Cause if you like the way you look that much, oh baby, you should go and love yourself."
That's a perfect example of somebody lying his ass off. He fucking loves himself. I know that dude looks in a mirror and jerks off at himself.
He is talking about somebody else.
I know he's talking about somebody else, and that's what makes it so shitty. He's talking about somebody else, but he's the biggest, like, I love myself motherfucker in the world. In the world!
So it's not a liar, he's just a hypocrite.
And a liar.
Nuh-uh, Nickelback's a liar.
You're a liar.
Nickelback. You want to know how Nickelback got their name?
All right, how did Nickelback get their name? This is bullshit, by the way, but I know.
No, it's not. It's true.
This is fake news you're about to say.
This is fucking true.
All right, let's hear it.
Nickelback, the whole band, were living in Canada with the mousses, the maple syrupses, and the bacon that's actually ham. And they were working at a coffee shop, and the price of the coffee was just not an even dollar amount. And anytime they gave their change, most people would just pay with the next dollar up, you know, they'd round up and they'd give that shit. And then they would say, "Oh, here's your coffee and here's your Nickelback."
That's so not real. You made that up, Alicia.
I did not make that up. Look it up. It's on Wikipedia. It's
They're
real.
from Canada. Do they even have nickels in Canada?
That coffee shop did. Because it was a touristy place, so it was right on the border.
What's a Canadian nickel? What's a Canadian nickel?
A Canadian nickel.
So they should be Knuckleback.
Well, see, that's what it was at first. But then the band decided, you know what? Knuckleback is not, or Knickelback is not, it doesn't roll off the tongue as much. Right. And then Chad Kroeger was like, hey, you know what else rolls off the tongue? We should write a song about this. Banging for days in a hotel. But Chad, no, we've never done that. We're wholesome, people. We don't do things like that. Yeah, but we can sing about it. Well, isn't that lying? It's okay. We'll get lots of fans. And that is the story.
Well, you know what he wasn't lying about? I know that he did have a photograph and that he looked at it and remembered some old times about how he used to do some stuff. And so that was a fucking song from the heart.
Real quick, have you seen that meme where it's Chad Kroeger holding up a photograph, but they've redone it? And it's just him going, look at this graph. And it's just a graph. That shit fucking kills me every time. And if you can, please put that on the Talking Poop Facebook page just for me. Like, I'm requesting that shit.
All right. I'm gonna find that and put it up for this episode.
Look at this graph.
Oh, that's
and it's
some good
like
shit.
Slow motion on his stupid, ugly, just dumb face.
He can't be that ugly. He married Avril Lavigne. She was the one he was banging in the hotel room for 2 days.
There's a conspiracy about that. Avril Lavigne is not Avril Lavigne. It's a body double. And he married the body double.
I heard that Avril Lavigne died or something. And then
Actually, yeah, I heard that shit too.
Yeah, like she's an alien or something? What is going on?
I don't know, because from past experiences, I've stopped looking into conspiracy theories. Otherwise, I too will become a lizard person from the lost city of Atlantis.
All right. So on that note, we need to wrap this podcast up. Obviously, we need to do an entire podcast about Nickelback, and we need to delve into this Avril Lavigne thing.
How they suck so much. We should call them Nickel Suck.
I'm dying. Oh my God, you almost killed me right now on the podcast with that fucking bullshit. All right, on that note, we are going to wrap this episode up. I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank all the fans out there. We doubled our fans between July and August, and I want to do it again in September. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That was I think in lieu of Alicia telling us her just abysmal, sad sex life stories.
Feel bad for me.
That was our highest rated episode so far. Right after Who is the Best Batman. So thanks for listening. I want to thank my special guest, Alicia Irino.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for just being you. Like, you don't ever have to even come on with any information. Like, I just bring you on and you are you, and the funny just happens.
I literally had no idea what I was going to be talking about on this. So
we did it for an hour and 21 minutes. So
it's basically just us bullshitting, and that's pretty cool.
It's all
and I
gold.
do it a little better. But
it's
whatever.
all gold. So make sure you check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Google Play.
Yeah, check out my butt crack on YouTube. But also, Jason, can I see it first?
Yes, I will try to get it to you before I release this episode, but we're going to leave you today with Alicia's #1 single, Dildon't Leave Me. Here we go. Enjoy.
Have you ever had a best friend? Someone who was there when no one else was? Well, I had a friend, someone I could trust, and I laid him to rest in a box. Don't leave Some would say just to give up and throw you in the garbage like anyone else could. You mean more to me than all of my others, and you reached all of my soft spots that no one would bother. Oh, don't leave me. I need you at night. I need your love between my thighs. Don't leave me. You gave to me night and day. I came to you, please stay. Don't leave me here, not tonight. I'll hold you in my hand, make it right. And you've got this power inside you that I can't find. Don't leave me. I need you at night. I need your love between my thighs.